Hello, everyone, and welcome to Holistic Healing with Deepshikha. Man's feelings are always purest and most glowing in the hour of meeting and of farewell by John Paul. I don't know about the hour of meeting, but I definitely have a few things to say about goodbyes. Of late, due to certain events in life, I've been thinking a lot about having to say goodbyes. Some final ones, some not so definite ones. Some because life gives us no option, but some we choose to do so because that's what is best for us. And that makes me think about how have goodbyes become beautiful. I've always hated goodbyes, even the temporary ones. Crying when having to part ways, even when I would be leaving the house post vacations when I was in college. I would cry mostly because I had to leave my dog back home, but it has never been easy for me. I used to always see goodbyes as something really, really sad. Until very recent events, I still would get into this weird space where I was surrounded by all my fears and insecurities. And then the meaning of goodbyes changed for me. Somehow, they now signify beauty. Of late, I see them as something beautiful and oh so brave. I think it's the endless guzzles I've been listening to. But what I say here is with logic. My logic, but logic nonetheless. The goodbyes, when said, though of course, will always carry a tinge of sadness and what ifs and I wishes. But don't they also make us brave? No matter how painful it might be, but there comes a time, post the part where we are in acceptance to the events, when we feel free to express ourselves. Suddenly, saying what we have always wanted to say doesn't seem as bad an idea. Somehow, the fear of losing the other person is no longer there, and you so easily can express what's in your heart. And if it happens to be someone who has hurt us, it's the aha moment where we can say anything and everything. And maybe even get a little mean. Not suggesting or supporting it, but accepting that I have done it too. But of course, I am not talking about getting back at others. What I am talking about is when the goodbyes or the farewells are final in nature. We realize that there is so much left unsaid, so much that you would have wanted that other person to know. However, it's human nature to always think that there will always be more time, other occasions to say those words, or maybe believing that those emotions, though unexpressed, are known. But somehow, the moment the realization hits that it's a goodbye, everything stops. Nothing matters as much, and if the person can look beyond the lower emotions like ego, self-sympathy, anger, etc., that's where the beauty lies. The emotions in the purest form come to life, as there is no expectation anymore, except to express all that is in the heart. At that moment, you want the other person to see themselves from your eyes, to be able to understand the love and care. You want to hand over all the emotions yet unexpressed but living in your heart. Because the realization to this fact is also there that if unexpressed, they will continue to house in your heart, causing you the pain and yearning for something that no longer is possible. And if you aren't careful, they may even turn you into a poet. And if I further try to analyze why goodbyes can be scary or painful, apart from having to accept the distance now created from something or probably someone you would want with you, is because it signifies change. And any kind of change, whether good or bad, enforced upon us or by choice, is always difficult. There is always a resistance within us, even when we know that it is for the best. It stems from the fear of unknown. But it is also the most well-known fact of life. If there is anything which is constant, it is change. Yet we fear it. Anyway, coming back to the topic, can goodbyes and farewells ever be easy? I don't know. I think the finality and nostalgia will always be heavy. At least I am yet to reach that place. But yes, They can be bearable, they can be acceptable, and if we can look beyond the immediate pain and heaviness, I think they can also be beautiful, making us grateful for having had those moments and people in our lives, no matter for how short a duration. And with this, I come to the end of the episode. I hope this episode has given you a new perspective of goodbyes. If this was something that resonated with you, please do share it with your loved ones. Take care till we meet again. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.